We're going to start lying on our back in Shavasana. Let your arms and legs be nice and long by your side. Let your palms face up and then just let your body settle in here onto your mat. Take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let it go. Start to seal your lips and then inhale and exhale through your nose. Start to deepen your breath here. Let yourself become present. Clear your mind. When you're ready, hug your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around and give yourself a nice big squeeze. And then let your legs fall to the right side. Bring your arms out to a T, gazing to the left. Keeping your eyes closed here, just start to feel your spine twisting, your muscles activating. Coming back through center, and then let your legs fall to the left side. Gaze towards the right, again keeping your eyes closed. Coming back to center when you're ready. And then hug your knees into your chest, starting to make little circular motions on your spine. Coming into happy baby, bend your knees, place your feet up and grab the insides or outsides of your feet. If it feels good to sway back and forth on your lower back, you can. Hug your knees back into your chest and then start to rock and roll the length of your mat till you get enough momentum. You're going to come all the way up, plant your hands and step back to downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your feet here, finding a little bit of movement. And then lift your right leg up to the sky, bend at your knee, open up your hip, straighten it back out, and then exhale to release. Left leg lifts, bend and open up. Good, straighten it out, and then exhale, release. Tiptoe your feet all the way up. Rag dog, grab opposite elbows, let your head hang. Start to shake your head yes and no, maybe sway back and forth. Let your hands release to the earth, and then one vertebrae at a time, rise all the way up to stand, sweep your arms up over your head, and then exhale, forward fold, let it go. On your inhale, halfway lift, press your hands against your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise up, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, forward fold, release. One more time, rise up, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back to a high plank. Hold here, engage your core, and then shift forward to your big toes. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go nice and high. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale to bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. High mountain, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or float your feet back, flow through chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale to bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. High mountain to rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, again step or float back, lower halfway, keep your elbows nice and tight. Inhale, upward facing dog, open up your heart, and exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up to the sky, stepping in between your hands, and then rising up to a high crescent here. Bring a 90-degree bend into your right knee, and then open up, warrior two. Relax your shoulders, find that gaze. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior, right arm lifts to the back of the room. And exhale, extended side angle, right arm comes down and then left lifts forward. Start to move with your breath here on your inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, extended side angle. Again, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to windmill your hands all the way down to your mat. Step your right foot back, flow through chaturanga, option of keeping that right leg lifted. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Step in between your hands, rising up, high crescent. Find that grounding in your feet, and then open up, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior, left arm lifts. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm comes down and right reaches. Find that long line all the way from your right fingertips to your right toes. And then start to flow with your breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, extended side angle. One more time, inhale, reverse warrior, left arm lifts. On this exhale, windmill your hands all the way down. Step your left foot back, flow through chaturanga, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose, sink your hips nice and low as your arms come up by your ears. Good. On your exhale, come up onto your toes, and then inhale, back chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird, come up onto your toes, and exhale, chair pose. One more, drinking bird. Chair pose, inhale, and then bring your hands to heart center, twisting to the right. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Really try to press your palms all the way to heart center, twisting a little bit deeper. Use your breath. One more big inhale, and then exhale, release, forward fold. Bring your feet hip width apart. Take your peace fingers and grab your big toes. Let your elbows fall wide as you release your head. If it feels good to bring a bend to your knees here, you can. Coming back into your breath, shake it all out. Gently release your hands and heel toe your feet back to touch. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Again, weight in your heels. And then exhale, weight into your toes, drinking bird. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird. Shifting your weight back and forth. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, chair. Hands come back to heart center, this time twisting to the opposite side. Your right elbow will come to the outside of your left knee. Keep your hips nice and low here as you twist a little bit deeper. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale, release, forward fold. Again, shake out your feet, bend one knee and then the next. And then heel toe your feet out to hip width apart again. This time slide your palms underneath your feet for Gorilla Asana. Let your head hang. When you're ready, release your hands and heel toe your feet back to touch. On your inhale, rise all the way up, high mountain. Sweep your arms up over your head. And then exhale to bring your hands to heart center. Coming into tree pose here, ground down through your right foot as you lift your left leg up. You can either kickstand it or bring it to your calf, or if you want to use your hand to assist and bring it all the way up to your thigh. And then when you're ready, let your arms grow nice and wide. Lift your arms up over your head, and then bring your palms back to heart center. Gently step back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Right arm comes down and left reaches for triangle pose. Both legs are nice and straight. Windmill both hands down to the mat and then place both feet so that they're facing towards the front of your mat. You'll have a nice wide stance here. Coming down into a low lunge, drop your back knee to the earth. And then heel toe your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Let your hip fall open. You can either stay up on long arms or come down onto your elbows here, whatever feels better. When you're ready, press back up to long arms, heel toe your foot back to center, and then step your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold, release. Rising up, high mountain. Bring your hands to heart center, and then tree on the opposite side. So ground down through your left foot, and then open up your right hip. You can bring your foot to the same place that you did on the other side. When you're ready, let your arms grow. And then lifting your arms up over your head to bring them back to heart center. Engage your core as you step your right foot back, warrior two. straightening your left leg, reaching forward. Triangle pose, left hand comes down and your right will reach up to the sky. Use your breath here. And then windmill both hands down to the mat. Pointing both toes towards the front of your mat. Keep that wide stance, stretching out your hamstring. Bring a bend to your left knee. Drop your back knee, come into that low lunge. Heel toe your left foot out to the edge of your mat. Let your hip fall open. Finding that same variation with your arms that you did on the other side. If you want to stay up on long arms or come down onto your elbows. Pressing back up to long arms, and then heel toe your left foot back to center. Lift your back knee up off the ground, step your right foot to meet your left, forward fold. Lengthen halfway, forward fold, release. Rising up high mountain. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or float back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale to bring your feet all the way through, coming all the way down into a sitting position with your legs and arms lifted into boat pose. Engage your core here, and then on your exhale, low boat, let your arms and legs hover, and then inhale high. Exhale low, inhale high, exhale. Good, use your breath here. Engage your core. A few more. And then ending in a low boat, tapping your left elbow to the side and then your right, back to your left, over to your right, completing 10 total, and then exhale to release to the ground. Bring your knees into your chest, hug them in nice and tight. Rock and rolling side to side, up and down. Give your spine a little massage. And then inhale to lift your legs up to the sky for shoulder stand. Bring your palms to the base of your back. Slowly let your feet fall over your head for plow pose. Bending your knees by your ears, deaf man's pose. And then nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming back down onto your back. Heel toe your feet out so that they're wider than your mat. And then windshield wiper your legs side to side. Stretching out your hips, your IT band. And then heel toe your feet back to touch. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open nice and wide. And bring your hands by your side with your palms facing up. Just take a few breaths here to be in this moment. To let your body be still and feel the rise and fall of your breath. When you're ready, close your knees like a book. And then coming into happy baby, make footprints on the ceiling with your knees bent. Grab the insides or outsides of your feet. Maybe feeling a little bit different than happy baby from the beginning of class. And then bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Wrap your arms all the way around. Take one last big breath in. And then exhale, release, Shavasana. Start to bring small movements to your toes and your fingers. Lifting your arms up over your head and pointing your toes, take a nice big stretch. And then rolling to your side with your knees bent, use your arm as a pillow. And then pressing up to a seated position with your eyes closed, your hands at heart center. Bring your palms up to your forehead and third eye for loving thoughts, to your lips for loving words, and your heart for loving intentions. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.